So this is an incredible story, and I would like the mother to talk to me about it a bit. I learned about this through the gentleman that's filming all our films, and he was telling me the story about his grandson, and I started crying, it's like, ooh. And, I hear this a lot, some men they get unsettled sometimes, and when they hear children crying a lot, they kind of lose it.
From what the police report said, he admitted to rocking him too hard. But when we were having his final trial where he was sentenced, it was brought to everyone's attention that all the medical experts they called in said that whatever happened to him was far worse than what my ex admitted to. It was just he admitted enough to know that he was the cause and to be convicted.
Yeah. But his legs were snapped too, right?
Yes, both of his
legs were snapped.
Were broken, and his arm was broken as well.
Arm broken too, holy moly.
And he had 2 lacerations to the liver as well, so he had massive internal bleeding that almost resulted in a blood transfusion, but at the last minute...
Oh, they got it stopped?
Yeah.
So a lot of brain trauma, I take it,
Yes, he almost had to have emergency brain surgery because of the swelling and bleeding.
Wow.
And we had an MRI done a few months after when the swelling went down, and he's actually missing part of his brain due to the damage.
Wow. So I remember him telling me some stories about that when we were filming. It was a few years ago or something. I can't remember. And I'm going, well, will she take some herbs for the baby?
I was nursing him, taking a few of your herbs.
Yes.
Jen B set me up with some.
Yeah, I'm glad she did. Yeah, we were talking about that to get that going. And you've had him on a good fruit diet, haven't you?
Oh, he is a fruit baby.
Oh.
It is awesome. He eats at least a minimum 2 cups of fruit a day.
Wow.
Apples, grapes are his favorite.
That's perfect. I tell you what, all you guys and gals out there, you want to try to avoid anything like this, but it shows you the power of fruit, the power of herbs, and how it helps to rebuild tissue.
I was told he was going to be paralyzed on the right side. I was told he was going to be paralyzed completely. I was told he was going to be blind. I was told he was going to be handicapped. I was told all of these things, and now I have this perfect 3-year-old who he's surpassing the milestones of other children his age.
I told you.
It's through prayer in the emergency room. That's all I could do. It's like I couldn't think. It was just all prayer, and that's what got me through it, because any other thought that I had was just it was horrid, and I couldn't go there, so I didn't go there. It was a complete disconnect from the negativity.
Yes,
just prayer, positivity, and just a healthy lifestyle. Just remove those toxins.
And all those things are God. When you think about, when I read Christianity, I say omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient. So I look at those, and that means total. God is totally everything. So I look at the herbs and I'm going, good job. When I look at those herbs, I go, look at the beauty of that. That's how it expresses itself and says, here, I made these to help you.
Oh, it's amazing.
Isn't it amazing?
It is addictive to learn about every single thing that we could ever possibly need, he's created. Right there. In a plant that grows prolifically.
You've got him eating like a human should eat. And of course, you see that diet helps keep the body healthy and regenerates it. So,
and it's that diet's so positive and it's so clean, and he craves it because it's good, clean energy, and
it's incredible. And that's why I do all this. It's out there. Just try it. Just work on it, and it works. And I've been proving to people for 50 years now how it works. And this is just a great example of how such extreme trauma, especially neurological trauma, because it's easy to rebuild liver tissue and stuff like that. But when you get into neurological tissue, no one's doing it out there, and you're part of that whole movement to show how you rebuild the neurological tissue in humans.
It's the brain. It's scary.
Real scary.
The heart and the brain is everything.
Everything. So, everything. And they can be rebuilt. And that's the important thing to know, because they get a lot of MS and Lou Gehrig's with brain lesions, which is an acid stripping brain tissue, breaking it down, and we rebuild it, and they get up walking and fine. And it's like people go, but if you realize God has two sides. I mean, you got the good, the beautiful, and the rebuilding, but nobody's looking at that. They're always looking at the negative sides and things, you know. And it's like, come on, you got to start looking at the beauty of God and the beauty of everything out there.
I don't know if he's ever told you the neurosurgeon story, but right after we had the MRI, the neurosurgeon came into the room and he just his jaw dropped, and he left the room and came back in to make sure he was in the right room, and kept confirming Luke's name, like the doctors
couldn't believe it was him.
Yes.
You did tell me about it. He was telling me about, he thought he'd be paralyzed.
He pulled me into his back office to look at it, to see, like, look, this is what it should be. And that's what I have. So.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
I love that. And hopefully that'll give that neurosurgeon a little pause to go, what'd she do to do this? Because this is, we don't see this.
Yes.
Because most diets are degenerative as opposed to regenerative. Mm-hmm. So people eat cooked dead foods, you said it, pastas, dead animals, and all this, and they want to be healthy out of this. And it's like, no, you can't be healthy out of dead food, beans and grains. You can't be healthy out of proteins. You can't be healthy out of those. Look at what just fruit did. Because we're frugivores. That's what we eat. That's our food. And when you don't think fruit is powerful, take a look. Fruit is so powerful. It's unbelievable. I took a lot of crap in the beginning when I started these on fruit, because the whole world does not know fruit. And even my field was into veggie juices and veggies and carrot juice fasting and stuff like that. They hadn't really made the break. A few good physicians made the break to fruitarianism, but not a lot. So when I started introducing that, people gave me all kinds of crap, and then I started seeing the healings, and they're going, well, wait a minute. How can you rebuild on fruit? How can you do that? It's exciting. Thanks, honey, for sharing your story. I really appreciate it, because you moms and dads, try to hold your discipline in there without...
Everything is going to be okay.
That's what I say, too. Love you, honey, and love you guys. Thanks so much for... Oh, you betcha. I'm just thankful everything is great, and that's why I heal people. That's why I'll die healing, because it's incredible.
It's important. Mm-hmm. Not many other people are doing it.
It is. Thank you all. Love you all. Thank you. Since you already got me emotionally going, let me share something with you. You see that? That's a little vase of urine with black stuff in it. Right? Urine with black stuff in it. Remember about kidney filtration. So I just got permission. I can read this. Filtration from a child. And this is from Tammy. Tammy, my God, this is cool stuff. I mean, all this stuff is cool. I've been doing this so many years, and it just keeps going, yeah! Get this, guys. I wanted to share it with you, and she's got permission, a client of ours who is detoxing her child of autism, right? Her baby is now 3 years old. Ready for this? All right. The day, get myself ready. All right. The day she expelled this black stuff in her urine is the day she recognized her mommy. Damn. Woo. Mom started seeing major changes in her child. Right after she expelled this black stuff, she recognized her mommy for the first time since she's 3 years old. And I guarantee you, vaccines, that looks like mercury. My God. I'll tell you some stories too there. Mom is still working with us and correcting her baby. Thank you all for everything you got of it. And a video testimonial as well. I'd like to have that video testimonial. We'll put it up for sure. Because I'm done worrying about FDA and testimonials. I'm done with that.